A sudden virus has turned almost everyone in the feline universe into zombies. A boxing dad left his young son in his apartment when it happened. The father put on his gloves and was determined to protect his family. He went out into the hallway and bravely fought all the zombies he could find. Then he went down to the courtyard and started fighting all the zombies he was alone with. He took his son in his arms and protected him at all costs. While the father was fighting, the son fell on the pavement and cried a lot. The father was enraged and started hitting the zombies even harder, losing his guard. Suddenly, a zombie grabbed him from the side and another one bit him in the neck. At that moment, the father began to turn into a zombie, but he still remembered who he was. The kitten was very frightened and cried because he was alone. The zombie father came very close to him. The kitten was frightened. The kitten managed to run to a passing truck. He grabbed it to get away and save himself. Catboxer was now leading all the zombies because he was the strongest. He got on his motorbike and chased after his son. He was going so fast that everyone around him was flying around. The kitten was sitting on the roof of the car, and as soon as the car picked up speed, the kitten flew off the roof. It flew off the roof and onto the road. He managed to get to his feet and wasn't hurt. Running away from the zombies again, he crawled into a cave and hid. The zombie's father rode away on his motorcycle looking for his son, but at some point he took a sharp turn off the side of the cliff. He accelerated and jumped. After flying a few meters, he crashed into a truck. He kept turning into a zombie and getting stronger, but why he got behind the wheel of the truck was unclear. It turned out that he was still conscious and wanted to kill all the zombies for his son. He accelerated at full speed and turned into the sea. On the way, he killed a huge number of zombies. He managed to jump out of the car and into the air to kill more zombies. They all fell into the water together. The father cat became huge and they all started to drown together. The father kept a picture of his son and drowned with him. 10 years later, the son grew up to be a very strong military man and became commander-in-chief. He went back to the town where the tragedy happened and looked for his father. He showed his father's picture to every passerby and even to zombies. After weeks of searching, he saw a man on the beach who looked like his father. But suddenly he ran away and climbed up the rocks. The son ran after him and saw a very strong silhouette that he thought was his father. He saw what a monster he had become. The son was very sad to think that his father was no longer a cat. He approached and saw that his father understood him. He told him that he was still conscious and that the virus had not affected him completely. All these 10 years, the son had been developing an antidote that helped his father very quickly. Thanks to his father's immunity, they were also able to help other cats. Appreciate and cherish your parents. They will do anything for you. The mother cat worked all day to care for her kittens. She had no time and had to leave them at home alone. Every time she came home, they'd turn the house upside down. So it was that on this ominous evening, she came home to find the house a mess. She still loved her babies and smiled at the fact that they were a little disobedient. Although she was tired, she made them dinner. She didn't notice them spilling chocolate on the floor. When she saw it, she immediately started to clean it up. She started scrubbing the chocolate off the floor and it stuck to her paws. When there was only a little left, she decided to wash the rag. She slipped badly, did a somersault and fell to the floor. She hit her head hard and lost consciousness. The poor children started to cry and panicked. They quickly picked up the phone and called Papa Cat. Dad immediately called an ambulance and was shocked at what had happened. Mum was rushed to hospital and put on a drip. The dad and the children sat by Mum's room all night. In the morning, Mum's doctor came to see them. He was very sad because Mum had a very serious case. She could only be saved by the rarest plant on the planet, Vitalis, which looks like a sunflower. Dad didn't think twice and decided to go and get Vitalis. He took his sons and they traveled to a distant valley where the plant grew. They walked through several towns. After a week, they reached their destination, but that was only the beginning. They had to climb a huge mountain where the plant grew. They walked day and night without rest, covering several kilometers a day. They slept in a cave, made a fire, and kept warm. They were hunted by dangerous predators, but they survived. There was a bear in one of the caves. When they saw it, they ran out of the cave. But it was to their advantage, because after running a few kilometers, they saw something shining. An incredibly beautiful firebird was flying in the sky, fleeing from someone. They ran to help her and found that she was being chased by a large anaconda. The firebird attacked it with its fire. The battle went on for hours. Eventually, the firebird won and burned the anaconda while the kittens distracted it. The bird showed the cats that she was very happy to see them and grateful for their help. She greeted them warmly and showed them where the secret Vitalis flower was kept. They picked as much as they needed and didn't touch the rest so that someone else could use it. But they realized it would take them months to get down, so the Firebird brought them down in a few minutes. They ran happily into the hospital. The father cat thanked the Firebird for his help. He ran happily into the hospital and handed Vitalis to the doctor. The doctor immediately began to make an elixir for him. For several hours, he mixed him with various ingredients. By the end of the day, he had the perfect formula to help their mother. They gave her the injection straight away and she woke up. She was still weak, but she could speak. She was happy for her babies, although they were very spoilt. The babies hugged their mom and promised to be good. Daddy was very happy for Mummy's quick recovery and gave her a big hug.